this was what put the icing on the cake that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat this girl ass. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, I am here with a story time. I'm about to tell you the story about how I was getting bullied, and the bully thought that I was never going to stand up to her, and let's just say she was in for a rude awakening. Let's get into the story. All right, so before I get into the story, I'm going to give you guys a little backstory so like things kind of make sense, so I'm not pulling names and stuff out of a hat. So little backstory, the situation happened in the fight happened my sophomore year of college. Yes, my sophomore year of college it happened. So my freshman year of college, before freshman year started, I already went into the school knowing a handful of people. So we're gonna name the bully Deja. So Deja and I met my freshman year through one of our mutual friends who I met over the summertime. So we hung out all the time. It was just one big clique. My friends from EOP along with like other upperclassmen, we always hung out. We had great times. So now Deja was dating, we're gonna name him Moses. Deja was dating Moses on and off, on and off, on and off. They had their own little toxic ass situation. And I can say that because I was also friends with Moses as well. So yeah, they was dating on and off. Whatever they did, and they did a little relationship, situationship, whatever the case was, not my business, not my concern. Yeah. So here's where things started to get funny and stuff. So again, like I said, Moses and I were also friends, right? So Deja would do things like, if let's say she would tell Moses like, I'm gonna buy you food, and let's say Moses get her tight, she don't buy him food, knowing that, you know, Moses probably don't got nothing else to eat, whatever the case is. That's their business. So like in instances like that, Moses would like come to my building, because I lived in a freshman building, so I was barely there, but if I was there, I was in my room hanging with my other freshman friends. So Moses sometimes would come over, and I also always had food. My mom always made me food. The good old days. Take advantage of your freshman year. So my mom would always make me food. So like if Moses was hungry, let's say it was the day where she didn't get him food as promised, and you know the calf ended up closing and there was nothing else for him to eat, he would come over, probably make him a sandwich, probably give him some food, whatever. That's my friend, strictly platonic. And if you're in college, you know, like you really value your friendship, especially like with the other genders. Like we all just take care of each other. That's just how it goes. So we give him food or whatever, or just simply hang out or whatever the case is. So at that time, Snapchat was everything. Snapchat and Instagram too, but Instagram was more like private. So like if you was hanging out with your friends, you would post it. That's when on Instagram you post everything. You post your food, you post the liquor you drinking, like post it as a full post. We didn't have stories at the time. So like, I don't know, one way or another, she will find out that we're all hanging out or whatever the case is, and she's not there. So she would like get upset or have like an attitude, and then you would ask her like, you okay? Is everything okay? And she'd be like, yeah, everything's fine, but she would still have an attitude. Initially, I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't know why she had an attitude for whatever the case is. Just let her be. So now the people who knew her previously, because I also had a lot of upperclassmen friends who we always like in a clique together, they would say things like, yeah, that's how she get when it comes to him. She don't want him to have female friends. She don't want him around the girls, blah, blah. So I'm just like, but we're all friends. We're all friends. So it's not like I'm estranged. We're all friends. whatever. So at the end of the day, Moses is still my friend, so I'm not gonna not be his friend because my other friend who he's dealing with on and off are having problems. That's not my concern. And it's not like it was just me, it's everyone. We were all just one big group of friends. Yeah, so that's how things was. So she would do that a lot freshman year, like have attitudes towards me, throw subs, and be saying like slick shit. She just did a lot, but a lot of times I just brushed it under the rug, like whatever, like I'm not paying it no mind. Or yeah, I wouldn't pay it any more mind because I'm just like, okay, that's just what she does, you know. She gets upset sometimes and she'll get over it, or whatever the case is. And then also as we were friends, so like I know she was being slick, I know she was throwing subs because I would watch her do that to other people. So it was like, I know how you roll, whatever. That's that. My sophomore year, school started again, and at this time I didn't live in a freshman dorm anymore. So once you're not a freshman, you get to choose where you live. So me and all of us, everyone who was in a clique before my freshman year ended, we chose to all live in the same wing. A wing is basically in like the same hallway. So we all decided to live in the same hallway in one little corner. So all our doors we were literally neighbors. We planned that out that way. So me and my best friend lived in one room. Our other friends lived in the other room, and Deja and her roommate, who we're gonna call her Ashley. So Deja and Ashley lived on this side, like, so we were just like right here, right next to each other. So now school starts again, and you know, Moses, I was about to call him by his real name, Moses, you know, starts coming over again. But this time we all lived next to each other. So there was times where like we will all hang out. Maybe she wasn't there or whatever the case is. And like if she comes back, he would like hide. Or like I said, their situation was toxic. But me and the rest of my friends decided to not get into it. So like we would hang out, and if she find out that like he was hanging out with us, she would like throw subs, and here we go again with the subs. And she would like do slick shit and just do shiesty shit when it came to this boy, yo. All right, so that's the backstory on Deja. Let me give you the real story. So now, after so many subs and stuff that she's been throwing, I've been slowly distancing myself from her. Because I'm like, you know what, you know, she's like bullying me, and I'm keep taking her back as a friend, and for what, you know, like you're fun and all, but I'll be fine. So I slowly distanced myself from her. We still had each other on socials, we still lived next to each other, would say hello if necessary. And then there was this one time, there was these times where like she started throwing subs on like Twitter and stuff. Always throwing subs on Twitter. Always throwing subs on Twitter. And I would always go to her, Deja, is everything okay? Like I noticed that you said, remember, not pressing her, sincerely concerned as a friend, trying to mend a friendship. Deja, is everything okay? Like I noticed that you posted this, like do you want to talk about it? Is anything bothering you? Do you feel a way about something? We could like talk about it. No, I'm fine, everything's okay, no, that wasn't about you, whatever the case is. Me knowing damn well that it was about me, whatever. There was this one time, this was what put the icing on the cake, that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat this girl ass. So there was this one time, I was in class, my best friend was in class, Moses was in class with like a couple of other friends were in class, and a lot of us had some of them weren't in class, but they were in the building that our class was in. And some of us, like we had class at the same time, so we would know where each other's classes were. So I remember seeing Moses walk past my class. I think one of my friends walked past my class. So I'm like, all right, perfect time to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, and you know, it's college, you don't gotta ask to go to the bathroom. You get up, you go about your business. So that's what I did, and we was just standing in the hallway conversing, and we're standing by the stairs. And in walks Deja into the building. She walks into the building. We're standing by the stairs. She goes down the stairs. So when she walks in, mind you, she knows all of us that's standing there. All of us. All of us. She knows all of us that's standing there. And she walked in between all of us and went down the stairs. No hello, no nothing. I wasn't really expecting a hello, but for her to not say hi to everyone else, it was weird. It wasn't a shock, but it was just like, here she go, Deja on her bullshit again. So she just walked by, didn't say nothing. Everybody was just like, and then went back to what we were talking about. Did not dwell on the situation at all. So lo and behold, I go on Twitter again, and here are some subs, like freshly tweeted subs. And I'm like, I really don't remember verbatim what she was saying, but I know she was talking about me standing in the staircase with the guys and whatever. And it wasn't even a staircase, it's an open stairwell. It's just open. Stairs is out and open. She was just tweeting about something. So I'm like, this girl is subbing me again. So remember, we're neighbors. So I'm in my room and I'm telling my best friend, who's also my roommate. So I'm telling her, like, bro, am I bugging or is this about me? Because you know you always got to ask somebody if you bugging before you bug out. She was like, nah, bro, you ain't tweaking, you ain't bugging. She talking about you. And I was just like, all right, I'm going to ask her. You told me I'm not bugging. I know I'm not bugging, but I'm going to still ask her. So her door was kind of like rough on the hinges, so when it closed, like, you heard it close. That was with everyone's door, actually. Them doors was heavy as shit. So her door closed and I knew, her door opened and I knew she was in her room. She was leaving her room. So as she was leaving her room, I hurried up, opened my door, and I was like, Deja, come here, let me talk to you real quick. So she comes and she's like, what's up? What happened? So I'm like, yeah, I noticed that you tweeted this and we literally was just staying at X, Y, and Z. So like, is there something you want to talk about? I don't know why you always come into me asking me about my stuff. Like, I don't be thinking about you. It's not about you. Da 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 da. Like, stop asking me that. Oh, is that? So I'm like, okay, it's very obvious that you're talking about me, and I'm not even coming to you on no rowdy shit. I'm coming to you like, if there's a problem, we can literally sit down and talk about the problem. And you keep saying it's not about me, but I know that it's about me. And she's like, well, I'm going to the bank to go deposit this money. I don't have time for this. Da da da. No problem. So my response to her was, listen, I'm tired of coming to you asking if you're talking about me and asking to sit down and hash out a situation, and you keep saying it's not about me, but I know that you're talking about me. I said, the next time you say something and I feel in my heart that is pertaining to me, I'm straight punching you in your face. I'm not asking you nothing. And she was like, okay. And I said, okay. And I went to my room. Now here's where it gets good. Later that night, me and my best friend, we went to the freshman halls because we also met these freshmen through her. They were on the same club. We met these freshmen through her and they needed help with their homework, their math homework. And my roommate was really good at math. So they needed help with their homework. So let's call them Yanni and Mani. Let's call them Yanni and Mani. They was like joined at the hip anyway. So we go over to Yanni and Mani's hall and we're hanging out with them, and we're also hanging out with, we're gonna call her Bree. We was also hanging out with Bree. So Bree, there were rumors that Bree and Moses were messing around. Not my business, not my concern. So whatever. So we all sitting there, we helping them with their homework or whatever the case is. And again, this was at the time where everyone posted on Snapchat, everyone posted on Instagram. So, well, actually Snapchat was getting more popular at this time. So I guess she saw through maybe one of Yanni and Mani posts that we were together, and she already knew, because I'm telling you, this girl knew everything that was going on with Moses. She knew that Bree and Moses were rumored to be dating, or whatever the case was, or talking or texting, whatever it was. So she hit up Yanni, and Mani was like, oh, I'm gonna come to your building, I want to have a talk with you, Mani, and Bree. I want to talk to Bree about Moses. So now we sitting there while she texts them, and we sitting there and they reading us the text, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, I'm like, why does she want to talk to her? But whatever the case is, not my business. And another thing about me, if I have a problem with somebody, like, and we were friends, you're not gonna hear me tell other people like, yeah, we got beef, we got a problem, da da da. So as I was sitting with them, I didn't even tell them what transpired the day earlier in that day. So anyway, Deja comes to the building. She's talking to Yanni, Mani, and Bree about Moses. I don't know how that situation went. I didn't really ask, but they came upstairs and they was just like, yeah, she said X, Y, and Z, whatever. I wasn't even really paying attention. And then this is what caught my attention. They was like, yeah, and she ended the conversation with, oh, if it's not Yanni or Mani, tell everybody else to mind they fucking business. So me and my best friend is like, okay. So then they was like, yeah, she was definitely talking about y'all because she knew y'all was upstairs. So I'm like, is that so? Because earlier I just told this girl, if you say anything about me, you mention me, you sub me, you do this, I'm coming for you and I'm running in your mouth. And she dead decided to do that the same day. She decided to do that the same day. So now I'm like, oh, this girl testing my gangster. So now I'm like, all right. If you ever attend a college, if you're in college, you know that any altercations on campus will lead to expulsion. Baby, I had a degree to get. I was not putting that at risk for nobody, okay? So, but I had it in my mind, the next time I see this girl off campus grounds, I'm going to give her that promise that I told her. I'm going to fulfill that promise that I made to her. So now, we're fast forwarding to the day of the altercation that I put my bully in her place. Let me tell you. This girl still kept adding more fuel to the fire. I guess because I didn't do anything that same day, she thought I forgot about my promise. But I don't ever forget my promises. So now, the day comes and there was a fashion show that day. And usually the way these fashion shows go, there's always more girls than guys. So the girls' dressing room be packed and the guy dressing room be empty. So since my freshman year that I've been doing shows, I always just get ready in the guys' dressing room. So I sat there, I did my makeup for the dance, and as I was doing my makeup, I sat at a mirror that appeared to be empty. I sat there and I saw another one of our mutual friends there. Let's call her Yvonne. Yeah. So I saw Yvonne there. I'm like, hey Yvonne, what's up? Da da da. Me and Yvonne is just making small chit chat as I'm there doing my makeup, and in walks Deja. Deja says hi to Yvonne, and so as I'm sitting there doing my makeup, I see she's standing directly behind me. So this is the mirror, and in the mirror I can see her, and she's directly behind me. So she calls someone on FaceTime, and I know she called her roommate. What's her name? Ashley? Yeah, I know she called Ashley on FaceTime, and I just know how the conversation went. She had headphones in, but I'm about to tell you how the conversation went. So she's on FaceTime, right? She's on FaceTime with Ashley, and again, this is her behind me, and I'm right here. So she on FaceTime. I see her through the mirror. So I guess Ashley picks up. She flips the mirror, and I guess Ashley said to her, who is that? That's Zay? So now Deja's like, yeah, like what? Who, like this, like what? This is my space. Like, who told her to sit here? Who told her to be here? Like, I'm not sitting right there. So at this point, pussy is written across my forehead. So now Ashley says to her, what is she doing there? So now Deja's like, I don't know, but she needs to get up because my stuff is here, so I'm confused. So now I'm not paying it no mind, not giving her no energy, but this is her pouring fuel into the fire and she ain't even know. So I'm continuing to do my makeup, not paying it no mind. Bro, I told my best friend, she was fuming. She was like, yo, this girl keep playing da da da, but it's alright because I'm not even gonna trip, because I know after that fashion show there was gonna be an after party off campus, and that's when I was gonna catch her ass. Fashion show was done. We get to the after party. I get to the after party before Deja and me and my friends were sitting there. We got a little section, we got a little hookah going, got a little drinks, and we having a good time. So I guess Deja comes with her friends, and there was a friend that we met through Deja, sweetest girl. She didn't go to our school, but even when she came, even when we had problems and she knew we had problems, she would still like come hang out while, you know, Deja's doing something. Like, she would still spend time with us. She was being very like neutral in the situation. Like, we didn't have no beef, so she wasn't gonna start no beef. So she came in, so she said hi to us, whatever, and we're gonna call her, what we gonna call her? We're gonna call her Vanessa. I don't know if I used that name before, but anyway, we're gonna call her Vanessa. So did I use that name? I don't know. Friend. We're gonna call her Friend. So Friend came over, so be like, hey Friend, or whatever. So I'm like, here, take some hookah. So she's sitting there, she doing hookah, blowing her O's, be listening to music, having a good time. And Deja comes over, snatches the hookah from her friend, from our friend. She snatched the hookah and she drops the hookah. She was like, don't touch that hookah, we getting our own. Oh, okay. Adding more fuel to the fire. So now at that point I'm laughing because I'm like, you're continuously bullying me and you don't know what I have coming for you, but it is okay. So party done, party almost done, and me and my friends, we leave because we're gonna be waiting for her outside at the door.
I was waiting on you at the door.
So we outside, and at this point I felt like she knew what was coming, and she was like the last one to leave the party. So there was like a whole entourage when she left, to the point where I didn't even see her. So she left, there was like a whole bunch of people, she was like in the middle. So one of my friends had to tell me, Yanni had to tell me, like, that's Deja right there. So I'm like, oh, is that so? So I hop and skip over to Deja because she was moving tight fast. She was moving very fast. So I hop and skip over to Deja. So I'm like, hey Deja. So now she's looking confused. So I said to her, I'm gonna give you the chance to take off your shoes, but remember when I told you X, Y, and Z? It's time for X, Y, and Z. So now she's like, what are you even talking about? Don't insult my intelligence. Don't insult, because now you're gonna really upset me. Now you're truly going to upset me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to give you the chance to take off your shoes because I want to fight. There's no need for me to explain myself to you, you know? But I didn't even tell her there's no need. I just told her I want to fight. So now she's like still playing dumb, and now I'm pissed off. So I just hit her.
Oh, Sharkeisha! Oh my God, Sharkeisha!
I did what I said I was gonna do. I punched her in her face. And then let's just say I'm sure she would never bully me after that again. But yeah, that's all for this story time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want more story times, I have so much stories, but I just don't be wanting to tell stories because I know people are gonna feel away. Like, I know even after I put this up, people are going to feel away, but it is what it is. So yes, that is all for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't, so you can get more story times if need be. Comment down below. Let me know what type of videos you guys would like to continue to see from me. And that is all for this video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next one. Mwah.